Who am I and why am I doing these videos? Hi, I'm Dominique Charpentier, recording artist, film and video game composer, and I'm here to help you with tips for aspiring composers. Today's video, it's about explaining who I am and why I am doing these videos. Because you're watching this and maybe you're thinking, who is this guy giving advices about music business and the music industry? So the short version is that now I am a full-time composer living in France. I'm French. And I do film music, original scores, video game soundtracks, and I also release albums on my own or with labels of my own music, mostly neoclassical piano solo music or electronic music. I also have a bunch of pseudos to release music. And I do a lot of different genres of music, but mostly neoclassical music is my favorite genre and electronic music. So I'm not famous or anything. I mean, other artists in the genre, in the same genre, they know me, and I think it's a little niche, you know, the neoclassical genre. So we kind of all know each other. So some people know me in this genre, but I'm not a big star of the neoclassical genre or a big star of as a film composer, you know. And that's a good thing because I think if you ask advices from big stars, like for example, if you take a film composer like Hans Zimmer, or if you take a pop singer like the guy from Imagine Dragons, I think the information they would give you wouldn't be very accurate to you, because if you're watching this video, you are a beginning composer, you're not famous, and probably you don't even make money with your music, and that's fine. So the advices they would give you, I think, would be not very accurate, because now they're at a high level, and I think they don't understand anymore what it means to be a beginner, at least nowadays in 2022. And I still understand it because I just started being a full-time composer 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, after a long period of struggle. So I still understand how it is, and it's not easy every day. It's not like I'm making money every day. I'm not stressed anymore of paying the bills, but it's still a struggle, and I have to work a lot to pay my bills, you know, like everybody. But I'm not at a place where I feel this comfortable that I don't have to work or that I don't have to be stressed, you know. So that's, I think, what gives me a little bit of authority to give you advices and tips, and I want these tips to be very useful, practical, you know, not something philosophical or theoretical, something that when you watch the video, then you can go and apply what I just told you. So that's my background, who I am today. That's the short version. If you want to know a bit more about me, so I will say a bit more about my education and everything. Otherwise, if you have the information you wanted, you can stop watching the video now, and I will see you in the next video with new tips about the music business. So thank you for watching. If you want to stop the video, you can go now, or of course you can stay. So now I will tell you a bit more about me, because I think maybe my experience can be interesting to you. So I started listening to music when I was a very young child. I started playing the piano at 8 years old with a piano teacher. And I fell in love with the sound of the piano when I was a child. And I was always interested by music, but I didn't know if I wanted to do this in my life, and it was like a dream, you know, like I was listening to classical composers and thinking like they're big genius. I couldn't do that. It's something like impossible, you know. And then when I was a teenager, I started composing music, my own music, when I was 15. And then I had to choose a career, and I chose something else than the music because I didn't know how to make money with the music. But then after a few years, I understood that music is really my life. It's everything in my life, you know, it's what I have to do. So I changed my career and I went back to music. And I studied music at the university, the musicology in Nice, at the conservatoire, the piano. And so then I had a little bit of theoretical and practical basics to then become a professional. Then in fact, I just started giving piano lessons because I didn't find anything else in the music business. And then I started at the same time saying to people I am a professional composer, although I wasn't, not really, I think. But you know, it was just, I think I had the courage to say, okay, I want to be a full-time composer and I will offer my services as a composer. And the first job I did was for a small video game. It was fun. And then from this I did films, video games, and I released a lot of music on my own, albums, singles, everything. And I worked a lot on understanding how the music business works. So how I did this was by watching my colleagues, other artists, how they did. And this helped me a lot. And finally, in 2018-19, I started making real money. And then I decided in 2018 to stop giving piano lessons and do only music, videos, releasing music, music for films, video games. And since then it works, so I'm very happy. I feel very lucky, but at the same time I know it's also because I worked a lot. And I do hope that's something you will achieve too. It's not like I feel comfortable, like, okay, now I can pay my bills, I don't feel stressed or anything. It's not like this, but at least I'm not stressed all the time or every day, you know, because I don't make enough money. So I make enough money to pay my bills. And so that's why I want to do these videos. I don't know if they will be useful to somebody, but I think they will be, and I hope they will be. And I want to help young composers with my tips, the things I understood, the things I learned from all my failures, all the hard work during the years. And if it can help you and make you, you know, reach a place where you're not feeling stressed and you make money with your music, and if you achieve this in a few years, not in 10 or 20 years, then I will be very happy. So that's who I am. Feel free to ask me anything in the comment section below. Today's video was a little bit special, so it was to explain why I am doing this, who I am, because I don't want you to watch this video and think I am pretending to be the best or to know everything. I'm just saying that I know a few things, I want to share it with you, and that's it. But I think it was useful to also share my story a little bit and tell you what I am doing all day, you know, and who I am as a person, as a music composer, as an artist. Yeah. So I will stop talking now. I hope this video was interesting, was useful for you. Feel free to ask me anything. I will try to answer and maybe make a video about a topic that you want me to talk about. And as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.